Hello, I hope you can hear me. I was a little bit late because I was trying to get this to work on my computer, but I'm talking to you on my phone, which I think is just as good. So hello and welcome. I just thought I would do this little chat to talk about how to stay relaxed in these challenging times. So in a way, the principles of relaxation are the same, whatever's going on, but maybe it's a bit more difficult to apply them given our current circumstances. So I can just talk about something from my personal experience to start with, which is that, it's so easy to get wrapped up in what's going on, in the sort of drama of it, to kind of read all the information and all the daily updates. And, for a while it was like hourly updates, and particularly at the start of this week when everything was changing so fast. I got very wrapped up in it, and of course it was, there was a hard thing to go through, having to accept that my working life was about to change very dramatically. So there was a lot of mental stress going on. And thankfully I remembered to go out for a walk after I'd been in it for a couple of days, and it was so helpful. Walking is a great way to release stress, physical and mental stress anyway, but I just think it's so crucial at a time like this. And it's one of the recommended things to do, that if you are feeling well, go out for a walk, keep a safe distance from people, but do get out and get fresh air. And I would highly recommend it, because it just when I'm in the energy of nature, it's so different to all that kind of mental activity. It's just still and peaceful, and it's just going on, doing its thing. No matter what's going on in the human world, you can see the spring is arriving, the flowers are here. So it's just, I would highly recommend doing that. It's a great way to come to rest and sort of remember something that's bigger than or beyond the situation that we currently find ourselves in. So, number one, go for a walk. And obviously, if you're not able to get a massage at this time, which is, unless you happen to live with a massage therapist, you're not going to be able to. I've got a few tips that can help you with your aches and pains, and with helping your nervous system to remain calm. So if you go to have a massage because you want to ease muscle aches, and if you don't have anyone with you who can help you, who can give you a massage, arnica is a great way to relieve aches and pains. So there's different ways that you can do this. You could have, you can get arnica salts to put in the bath. If you don't have a bath, you can put them in a foot bath. You can get it from the Savers, the chemist in Whitchurch. Very cheap to get a bag of salts to put in the bath. Or you can get arnica salve or gel, which is warming. You can get arnica for different things, because you can get it for bruising as well. But there's a particular type of it that's good for muscle aches. So I use arnica salve from Neil's Yard, but you can also get a gel or a cream from the chemist or from Healing Time, or there's a few places in Whitchurch you can get that, and that's, you just rub that in. It's really good for muscle aches. So I'd advise doing it before you go to bed, so then it's got loads of time to soak in overnight, and that's really lovely. Another thing that's good is just a good old-fashioned hot water bottle. So get some heat on it any way you can. So that could be a hot water bottle. It could be a wheat pack that you heat up in the microwave. If you've got that sort of sore, dull ache feeling, just stick some heat on it. And you can just do that for as long as feels good. But, give it at least sort of 20 minutes, half an hour to do its work. And that will help your muscle aches. And if you do live with someone who's willing to give you a massage, then you ask them if they can help you out. I can show you some techniques that are easy to do, whether you're a beginner or not, and they're not going to strain your hands, because that's another thing. Don't stress yourselves out doing massage at home. But if you want some tips, let me know. Another good thing for muscle aches is you can use various different tools to put some pressure on and release the tension. So one of my favourites is a ball in a sock. So you just get tennis ball, could be a golf ball, or like a dog squeezy ball, something like that, and you pop it in a sock, stick it over your back, for example, if you've got an ache in your shoulder, which is obviously quite hard for you to get to, and then you lean against the wall with the ball in the sock, and you just kind of roll around on it until it eases off your ache. Again, do that for a few minutes, and that really helps. That's a really easy, simple tip with things most of us have lying around the house. If you've got aches in your feet, you could, on the bottom of your foot, you can roll over a plastic water bottle or a tin of beans or something like that. So if you just roll your foot backwards and forwards over that can help the sole of your feet release tension. You could, if you're lucky enough to have a foam roller, they're really good, or you can order one off Amazon. You might have seen these at the gym, so you can you put the foam roller on the floor, and then you can roll over it with your leg or your side or whichever part of you that's aching, and they're good as well. And also, if you've got aches in your glute muscles, which a lot of us do have, or on the bottom of your back, you can sit or lie on a ball. Again, you can put it in a sock if you want to give it a bit, be able to hold on to it a bit. But yeah, that's another good thing to ease off aches there, because it's quite common that we've got aches in our lower back and in our glutes. But again, going for a walk's really good for that. So yeah, just stretch out your legs a bit, and that will help with that. So there are also loads of stretches you can do. If you've come for me for a massage, I've probably recommended a stretch for you to do. And again, I've got loads of these info sheets at home, so I can email something to you if you want something specific. But one, if you want to search online for something, obviously just a note of caution, if you're not sure what it is, if you might have a disc problem or you might have a sort of more serious injury, then do be careful and get it checked out, even over the phone with a doctor. But if you've got an ache that you know is a long-standing thing that you've had for a long time and you know what it is, then you could do a stretch for it. So there's a really good website called Dareby, which is DAREBB.com. But if you just put into Google Dareby and then sciatica, for example, or Dareby and shoulders, and then click on the images, tons of images will come up, and they give 3 or 4 stretches for you to do for each particular thing. It's really good. I really like Dareby. I use them a lot with my information sheets, so I'll put a link in the comments under this. But yeah, it's DAREBBE. Okay, so that's looking after the muscle aspect. But if you come for a massage because it's more about helping your nervous system to calm down, it's more about trying to relax, again, there's a good fair few things you can do. So my absolute favourite is a bath in magnesium salts. And you can get a bath of magnesium salts for around $2.50 from Home Bargains, though I did see they didn't have any in today, but they also sell it again in Savers and other chemists, so just have a shop around, see if you can find them, and they're usually fairly cheap. And you can also order it off Amazon. It's also called Epsom salts, so Epsom salts or magnesium salts, it's the same stuff. So yeah, have a shop around for that. And if you put some of that in a warm bath, line it for at least 20 minutes. 20 minutes seems to be the right amount of time to just let everything soak in, and for your nervous system to come to rest a little bit. You can stay in for longer if you want, but I think for it to be effective, you need to give it at least 20 minutes. Again, if you don't have a bath, you can have it in a foot bath, and I think that's almost as effective actually, because a lot of your nerve endings are in your feet, so you can really feel your whole system relaxing, even in a foot bath. And actually, if you have muscle aches as well, magnesium will also ease muscle aches, so it's a double whammy there. It's brilliant stuff, muscles and nerves. It's really good for helping just everything calm down and relax. So I highly recommend using magnesium. If you don't want to have the salts in a bath, you can take a magnesium supplement. Do check if you're taking any other supplements if they've got magnesium in, because you don't want to overdose on it. You don't want most people don't need more than 400 milligrams a day, though you can have a bit more if you need it, but again, it's something to check out with a doctor, or the guys at Healing Time, the herbalists there, can help you with that. So yeah, do just make sure if you're already taking some to be careful with your levels. But yeah, you can take a supplement or you can have it in a spray. And again, I would recommend taking it at night, because then you get a chance for it to, you really sort of soak it in, and it helps your system to calm down. So then you can get a really good night's sleep after that. I find, particularly with the magnesium salts bath, I have really good sleep after that, and I can have quite disturbed sleep sometimes. So I highly recommend it for that. And the spray is great, because as soon as you spray it on, you can just feel yourself again letting go and relaxing. So I know you might take a supplement usually in the morning, but actually with magnesium, it's better to take it at night. So that's that. If you have trouble, if it's particularly about having trouble sleeping, valerian's really good for that. And again, there are loads of different herbal products out there that have valerian in them, so that's a good one for sleep. There's also a flower remedy called white chestnut, which you can add a few drops of it to water, and that helps. If you take it throughout the day, it just helps your mind relax from that sort of chatter and mental activity. So it sort of evens things out, so it's easy for you to sleep when you go to bed. And that, again, you can get that from Healing Time. So those are really good things for the nervous system. And yeah, I think that's all I'll say about that for the moment. I also want to talk a little bit about particular points on the body that are really good for releasing stress and tension. So obviously it feels great to have a massage in any different area of the body, but there are particular places that are like key points of tension. So there are a couple in the face, so you probably know this, your temples, particularly if it's about concentrating with your eyes, so staring at a computer or driving a lot. Not that most of us are doing that at the moment, but if you're using the computer a lot, your eyes can get strained. So just taking a couple of fingers and massaging the side of your temples, that feels really nice. So that's a nice one to do at the end of a long, hard day. And then also your jaw, because when you feel stressed, it's quite common to clench your jaw or to grind your teeth at night, and you don't know you're doing it. Most people, when I massage the jaw, they have no idea that it feels so sore and tense. So again, taking a couple of fingers and just making some circles, moving up and down the jaw. There's some muscles in there that are real key tension points in the body, so like particularly just sort of there, right in the middle. That feels really good to do that. So just give that a try. There's also a few points on the body that are known in Chinese medicine as let go points. So when they're stimulated, it promotes a let go, a relaxation response in the body. So there's ones on the top of the shoulder. So it's about halfway from your neck to the end of your shoulder. It's about there. So that's one let go point. That actually feels really nice doing that. I mean, these are actually so strong. You're not allowed to massage these points on a pregnant woman, because they encourage the body to release that strongly. Another one is there in between the thumb and the forefinger, just in the middle there. So you can just massage that, and you can do that on either side. That's relevant on either side. And then the last one, I don't think I can show you really, but it's on the ankle. So it's sort of hard. It's about, let me see. It's about one thumb width up from the bottom of the ankle. But don't worry too much about that. You've got the other ones here. You've got that one there, and you've got that one there, and they're both very effective. So they're really good to promote the let go response. In terms of muscular let go, there's another couple that I would advise. One of those is your piriformis muscle, and that is a muscle that lies underneath the glutes. So it's in your bum. It's one of your bum muscles, but it's not the ones on the surface. That's the gluteus muscles. But if you, again, like I was saying about sitting on a ball, if you sit on a ball, it will contact your piriformis. And if you're going to get it in the right spot, you'll have to like roll around on the ball a little bit. But if you get it in the right spot, you will just feel your whole body go. It's like it pops, and then it lets go. If you've ever had that in a massage, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you have some someone put their elbow into it, it's sore, but it feels really good. It really like helps that whole area relax, because the pelvic area is one area where we do hold a lot of tension. We feel a lot of emotion around our bellies, for example, and in our legs we kind of just hold on to stuff. So it's really good to release tension around the pelvis. Another muscle that's good to release that's in that area is the psoas muscle. And this is the muscle that connects the front and the back of the body, so it's really involved in movement, and it also kind of cradles the lower belly. So it's kind of both physically and emotionally, it's holding a lot and carrying a lot. And a good way to release this is if you lie on the bed, lie close to the edge, and then hang your leg off the side of the bed. And again, it's just that great feeling of like... The only note of caution with this is if you have an issue with your lower back, then don't do this, because it can put a bit of strain on the lower back. If you're worried at all, you can put a cushion underneath your back before you put your leg off the side. But if you've got disc problems or you do have persistent lower back pain, then I would not advise doing that. Something you could do instead is bring your knees up to your chest and then roll around on the bottom of your back, and it's not stimulating the same muscle as such, but it is very relaxing, so I would give that a try instead. So that's just a few things about how to relieve tension in the nervous system and the muscle system. And like I said, this isn't just for the times that we live in. This is good practice anyway. It's good practice to help you relax. But I really would. Maybe it's just we need to be even more mindful of taking care of ourselves at this time. We need to be even more, give more attention to taking care, because, like I said, it's so easy to get caught up in the difficulty and the challenge of what's happening, and there's no doubt it is a challenging time, but I think the more love we give to ourselves, the more we're able to meet those challenges creatively. It can just help us come up with the solutions that we need, and we've probably all got more time on our hands at the moment, so we can pour some of that into taking care of ourselves. So the last thing that I want to talk about is I've just published on my Facebook page. You probably see, if you scroll down a bit further, a note that's called 3 Ways to Relax. So that's something that I give out a lot to people as just a kind of starting point into relaxation. And 2 of those things I've already spoken about, which is using arnica and using magnesium to help your nerves and muscles relax. But the other tip that I haven't spoke about is take a moment, and I think this is really valuable, again anyway, but really at the moment. It's a little bit like what I was talking about going out into nature. So it's just taking a moment to step back, even if it's like 30 seconds while you have a cup of tea in the morning, to just sit and be and not think about anything or do anything or try to get anywhere. It's just about having a moment for yourself. And it can be quite nice to do this like while looking out of the window, maybe watching the sunrise, or looking at a beautiful tree, something like that. Or it doesn't even have to be that though. You could be in your room looking at a bunch of flowers, or even just closing your eyes. But it's really important just to take that time for yourself. It's really important just to just to step back from everything that's going on and feel what is actually my experience right now. Whatever else is going on outside, what is actually happening in this body right now, and to feel that. And that's really important, because it does take you beyond what's going on in the outside. It takes you beyond the activity of your mind and the group mind, and all the madness that can be displayed. And like I said, of course, we have to meet these challenges that are going on, but it's going to be much easier to do that from a state of empowerment in ourselves and relaxation in ourselves. So I'm just going to take a moment with you in a moment altogether. But before I do that, I just want to check. I want to go on to, just going to have a look on my computer to see if anybody's posted a comment. So yeah, if you do have any comments for me right now, you're very welcome to post them. Just having a look, so bear with me. Okay, great, no comments yet, but that's totally fine. And if you do want me to give you some more specific advice, like you've got a particular ache or pain, or you're feeling really anxious and the tips I've suggested aren't helping, or you're not sure what to do to help yourself relax, do get in touch, do post a comment, or you can send me a private message. And if there's something particular you want to work on, I can send you an information sheet or links for something else that might help. I'm also doing online and phone consultations, so happy to have a chat with you if there's something more in depth that you want to go through. And I can also talk you through a relaxation technique. So if you're just feeling like it's too much and it's hard for you to hold that space for yourself, I'm happy to do that. We can talk through that. So before we finish, if nobody's got a question or a comment that they want to ask at this time, I'm just going to talk through taking a moment and doing a brief hand massage as well. There's one other point on the body I just remembered that's really good to help with easing and soothing the nervous system, and that is the centre of the palm. So this again it's an acupuncture thing. It's from Chinese medicine. It's a meridian point that connects with the heart. So I find when I touch that, it's just very soothing. It's that quality of heartfulness and compassion and connection, and it's really lovely way to again relax and just have that feeling of everything's okay. That's what I feel when I touch that. Again, it helps me to sleep. Sometimes if I can't sleep, it just helps everything to calm down. Or even if you just find yourself really anxious at some point during the day. So I'm just going to talk you through taking a moment. So make sure you feel relaxed, whether that's you lying down, sitting up, whatever. Just get yourself into a position where you feel comfortable and easy in your body. And take a deep breath. And if you've got something beautiful that you can look at around you, beautiful picture or a favourite ornament or a bunch of flowers, you can look at that, or you might just want to close your eyes. So either just letting your gaze wander or closing your eyes. Take another deep breath. And just feel how you feel. You might be able to hear natural sounds around you. You might be able to hear birds singing. Or maybe it's the sounds of that are in your house, like the heating or other people moving around. Whatever it is, it's just noticing. And it's really that simple, just to do that, like I said, even 30 seconds a day. To just take that moment where there's nothing going on. It's so valuable, and it really builds up a capacity for stillness within yourself, whatever's going on. And that's really valuable. And if that isn't quite working for you, you feel like you need to be a bit more active in your meditation, in connecting with yourself, you could try doing a hand massage. So you can just hold one hand in the other, doesn't matter which. And you can do different things like make little circular motions around different parts of your hand. It's quite nice to get into that muscle there. You might want to use the tips of your fingers. That can get a bit sore there. You might want to just move your wrist around a little bit. Hopefully I can show you this. You might even can even use your elbow. Do that with your hand supported, but I'm just lifting it up to show you. You can use your elbow as well. But again, yeah, I lie it down so you're not having to hold that hand up. You might even want to be more gentle than that and just sort of stroke your hand a little bit. You could even, just be putting on some hand cream, but being a bit more conscious while you're doing it. And you can finish by just placing your thumb in the centre there. And again, just can take a minute or so each day to do a little something like that. That's just for you to help you stay connected to yourself and just nourished while this is going on. Or anyway, but particularly, it's just even more important to take care of ourselves at a time like this. So if you do have any questions, or like I said, you want an information sheet on a particular ache or pain, or if you're having trouble feeling stressed, do just let me know. I've got loads of information I can share. So comment on this video or private message me. I'm happy to share that info. And I'll also put the link in for Derby because they're really good if you're just looking for some simple stretches to do. So thank you everyone who's been watching. Thank you Ruth and Pauline and Emma, and anyone who's watching this video later. Thank you, and do just get in touch if you need to. Oh, thank you. It's lovely to see you, Ruth. Oh, lovely to speak to you online. So go well everybody. Stay safe. Stay chilled. Bye.